I'll be able to recall. I'll recall here in a sec. I don't know what's going on.
I don't either.
Yeah, well, I'll figure out how to recover it quickly at least. It's frustrating. You're on wireless and yours doesn't get interrupted. I'm wired and I think our router's dying.
Just bought it. Piece of shit.
Yeah, the last one died too. So, if you've seen any movie where a ship's in a storm, they roll through the waves, these big towering 40-foot waves. You roll down into the troughs and then up to the top and then come crashing down again, and the lightning flashes and the wind's howling. You can barely hear each other over the wind as you shout warnings, and the sailors are trying to get the sails, what's the word, reefed?
I don't know.
They're trying to take the sails down so they don't get shredded in the wind.
Yes, reef. I think that's the correct term.
Cool. And so they're holding onto ropes to not be thrown overboard. They seem considerably less worried about their lives having the water walk spell, though. That definitely was a game changer for this one, so that's good. And basically the ship gets pretty torn up in the storm. It gets knocked around. Lightning hits the mast at one point. Probably nails this guy. Up in the, well, it would hit the mast midsection, catch fire. The guy up there would quickly scamper down. So the ship is beaten up. The sails are a little bit shredded. And eventually the storm does pass. How long does haste last?
Forever.
1 minute.
That's what I thought. Unfortunately, the storm takes longer than a minute, so...
Well, son of a bitch. Sorry.
Sorry. I can't tell you not to cast it.
I know you can't. You never let me get away with shit.
Well, you didn't know if a kraken was going to pop up out of the ocean either.
I
so
didn't, and
it's
it
better
has
to be
happened
safe.
before.
You're right.
So
It was
do I
smart
lose
for you to
haste?
do that, but you did lose haste.
Okay.
You still got another one though. So
Oh,
what was that?
noted.
Eventually, the storm does subside. I need everybody to make a deck save, and I'm going to make one for each of the sailors to see if anyone was thrown overboard.
Hey, if you're my pea stain, you get +2.
Yep. Havlarn, you were exempt from that, of course, because you were tied to the mast, but you passed regardless. Probably why you rolled so well.
Oh.
I can't see Tawny's pea stain, actually.
Here. Let me.
It kind of blends, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like right.
Or is it
Yeah.
not visible?
It's underneath. I can see it. It's underneath.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
there.
you can see it out the side of the boat. It's underneath the picture.
So Dondarian wouldn't get it, and Azoth wouldn't get it, but Arnold does.
Ruler does.
Yeah, it just blends really well with
It
the colors
really
of the ship.
does. Now I gotta
Okay,
get my
so
light.
Arnold, you get +2, which did not help. Tawny,
Well, I'm at 10 though, because Cloak of Protection and Blessing of Protection.
okay. That is true, okay. Dondarian, unfortunately, went flying in a bad way.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have to give.
And Tawny,
I have to give
more depends
Diablo.
on Diablo, I guess. Yeah, Diablo didn't do well either.
Yeah.
So you barely were able to hold on. You did not have the spell cast, though, so you and Diablo would be out in the water.
What spell cast?
You did not get Water Walk.
No, I didn't get it. Well, no, I didn't get it. No, thanks. No.
Actually, roll me 1d8, Tawny, and we'll see which direction you were thrown.
Okay.
That is northwest.
Right on
And-
top of a fanboy.
True. And I need you to roll a 1d50 to see how many feet. you were thrown. Watch it just be 1.
1d50?
Well, not 50. Let's say 1d20 plus 20.
Okay.
That makes more sense. Just to see how many feet you were thrown overboard. You stayed close to the ship. 30 feet. So you really just kind of... Right here. You have your lantern with you.
Am I feet? Am I in the water?
You're in the water. You were in the drink.
Well-
Thrown overboard.
Okay. I just have a question. If he's a flying horse,
There's a lot of wind, 40-foot, 20-foot waves.
alright, he's in the drink. Diablo doesn't like water, just so you know.
I imagine he doesn't. I imagine he says nay about it.
Quite vocally.
It's hard for me to simulate a storm on, you know, a 2D board. It was a bad storm. Arnold, you got a 10. So roll a 1d8 for direction, and then a 1d20 plus 20. It won't send you too far out. But you were thrown overboard. But you have water walk, so you'll just be standing around on the ocean. Same direction. 27 feet. I don't even think you got off the ship. No. Okay. And I believe everyone else passed. As far as you guys, I'll roll for the crew.
Didn't Dondarianville?
Oh yeah, Dondarian, same thing. Yep. That guy failed. Dondarian, you're going due north. 34 feet. So if you want to measure that out, if I click and drag, I'll get the ship and everything else. I know you got a lot of bits and pieces that go with you. This guy. Just throwing 34 feet. Due south. So he's actually barely on board, hanging off the side. This guy goes southeast, so he'll wind up somewhere over here. Nothing bad for him. Guy in the crow's nest. He passed anyway. Guy at the bottom passed. Tawny's boyfriend. Passed. The helmsman. Failed. So he will go that due north. In the water. And Winsome. She failed. Due north 23 feet. She's in the water. Alright. When the storm finally clears and the water goes calm, this is where people kind of like wake up. You weren't really knocked out, but finally the storm clears and passes. Why'd you give me that look? Huh. And what's left is a thick fog. It would still seem to be daylight, so if you can imagine the black areas are actually white from a thick fog.
Has my detect magic spell gone? 10 minutes?
Yeah, that would be
Or one-
expired.
Gone. Okay.
And you can see through the fog some strange lights. Let me activate those. So if you scan out, you should be able to see little lights glowing in the darkness. Or in the
Oh.
fog, actually. Through the fog, you see them. You can make out kind of the outlines of ships. And I've got a picture to share. Which is this. This is kind of what it looks like. So,
Oh.
there you go.
Okay. This is scary.
You guys can reroll initiative at this point. As things are now calm. Calm but eerie. One, two, three, four, five. That's everybody. I'll go back to turn one. Wow, Arnold, you kept the same thing.
What? No. Roll a 13.
Oh, it didn't update it. There. Okay, Dundarian, you are first. Standing in the water, but you've got your broom.
I'm going to fly up in the air 50 feet. Can I do a check to see if I can see anyone on the boats?
Yes.
My special glasses, of course.
Yeah, that's right. You have special glasses. You hear, first thing is you hear those little lights. They aren't stationary. They kind of float. And the light that emits from them is, it's like they'll glow bright and shed a lot of light and then dim down again. It's like a pulsating light as they float around. You can barely make out what sounds like the laughter of children. And you can see, Dondarian, that on each of the derelict ships is a hold. It's that cage-looking or hatched-looking thing kind of in the center towards the front. There is movement around there from your vantage at 50 feet up. Looks like something is coming out.
All right. How far away is this?
The nearest one from you, you're at 50 feet. Looks like about 100 feet.
Oh, they're up there. Okay, I'll ready
That's the
in
nearest
action.
one. Okay. All right. Arnold.
I don't know. I guess I'll ask Tawny if she will be alright.
You're muted.
They still heard me. I'm fine. I got this.
Okay. I think we should investigate this. And as I want to tell Win where to go, I realize she's actually not on the ship anymore. Guess I'll go looking for her.
Yep, and you spot her standing. Well, she probably would be laying on the waves and then would be getting up at this point.
Is there some rope around that I can just toss over the side of the ship?
Yeah, there's plenty of rope.
I'll just do that.
Okay.
So they can climb back up. And I don't know. I'm gonna ready an action. Can I try to figure out what those lights are from here?
Yeah. What kind of knowledge check do you want to make? Nature or
Prob-
Arcana would probably be the most applicable.
Yeah, probably Arcana.
Okay. You're not sure.
Well,
Outside of your
I'll
realm
just-
of experience.
well, I think we should investigate this. Anyone different opinions on that?
Nope.
Nope.
Should we investigate
agree.
if they burn?
If they burn, well, their ships, they probably burn if you put enough fire
Well,
on them.
I meant the lights
They're ghost
specifically.
ships. They're ghost lights.
Yes, but do ghost lights burn?
I
think
don't
you must
know.
know.
Well,
I've
it's
heard
easy to
legends
test
and
out.
tales, but I've never met them myself.
Legends of Tales. Sorry.
I am a bard. Come on.
Yeah, at this point, I don't really know what else to do, so that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Winsome and the helmsman will accept your offered rope and climb aboard. This guy collects himself. And this guy runs to the bow here and make sure Tawny's okay. He reaches a hand down to help her up and out of the water.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
He's trying.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like 10 feet up, though?
Doesn't mean he won't try. He's leaned way over. Okay. The ghost lights very slowly start kind of floating in you guys' direction. And you can all hear it now.
Shit, they're
the
really
sound
ghost
of-
lights? That was a guess.
Well, that's what you called them, so I will refer them to the same as the same thing. You guys can all hear what sounds like children giggling and laughing. It's very faint, though. And they seem to be moving slowly. They're kind of just wafting along. All right, Tawny, what are you doing?
Wow, it's a lot of lights. Diablo and I are gonna get back onto the boat. So it's 20 feet or 30 feet or so.
Oh, it's 10 feet to get to the top, up onto the ship.
Yeah. So then we're gonna go right about there. Diablo's gonna keep her ready. And I am gonna go ahead and got 1, 2, 3. Oh, you guys are so far away. Okay, I'm gonna cast Blessed on Azoth and Arnold and myself. Wait. Yeah, I could bless up to 3 creatures. So I'm gonna cast Bless on us 3.
Okay.
That's a level 1 spell. in case we have to get that extra help.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm done. I'm gonna go ahead and let Diablo just keep his ready action in case he needs to either flee with me or fight something. So I'm done.
Okay. For her part, Winsome is surveying the damage. The ship. Azoth, what are you gonna do?
The weather has calmed down, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't like being in front. I'm gonna climb on my broom. And I'm gonna fly up about 60 feet sounds good. And back a little ways. So. And I will have Azrael. Is that another mast in the front where I just put Azrael?
Yes.
Okay. Then Azrael perch on that one and keep an eye out.
Okay.
And I have my bow out, but it isn't lit
Gotcha.
yet.
Do I have the light on it? I do have light on it. I'll turn that light off. Okay.
Are my hit points not maxed?
Yeah, you got hurt somewhere. Give yourself those hit points back. Might as well. Havlarn, what are you gonna do?
Okay, so I know I've heard tales about these things before, but what are they?
You have heard tales on these things. Yep. Arcana. They are known as ghost lights, just like you said.
God damn.
What is that?
Zamfrox.
Oh, that's awesome. You know that these things are undead. They are, in this case, you could gather from what you've seen and heard that these are the souls of children who died at sea. They kind of giggle. You can hear kind of a ghostly, childlike laugh. They are completely incorporeal. They have no physical body. Their lights are, they emit light in varying intensity, so they kind of pulsate. You rolled pretty well. You know that they're immune to lightning and poison, and resistant to everything else, because they have no physical body.
Right. Right.
You know that they like to play with a creature until it dies, and then they like to drain the warmth out of the corpse before it
Eat
cools
their
on
life
its own.
force.
Yeah, that's exactly it. They like to eat life force. They have like a little, they can shock you with a little bit of lightning jolt if they're angry enough, but otherwise they like to consume recently dead corpses. Yeah, eating the life force. For their part, they're just children who don't know, you know, they're the souls of children who think they're playing with a toy until it stops playing.
Okay, well, they're
They
bad.
can also turn invisible.
Are you even resistant to radiant?
Nope.
Havlarn can tell you they are not.
They're pretty much resistant to everything, I think.
Acid, cold, fire, necrotic thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical weapons.
I haven't found a
Everything I can
single creature that's resistant to radiant damage.
No, radiant is one you can't get resistance to unless you're a Deva.
Or
Well, I,
bear barb.
Barbarians. Bear barbs. They are also resistant to radiant, yes.
okay.
And that's all mechanical information. They come in a variety of types. They can be angry undead. In this case, it looks like I said, the spirits of children who died at sea. They tend to
We
be
might
found
be
in
able to-
swamp areas, but
We might be able to reason with them, maybe. I don't have great confidence in that, though. But it's going to be bad, so be prepared, friends. And they're moving pretty slowly to us, huh?
They seem to be just kind of wafting along.
Alright, I'm going to cut myself free. And I will move over here. And I will cast Protection from Evil using my Bandor.
Okay. That's the chalice.
Yep. Chalice. Yeah.
What is that picture? Is that a skeleton?
Yep.
Nice.
Skeleton doing the rock on sign.
Right on. Is that it for Havlarn?
Yep.
All right, Dondarian, what's your take?
Gonna use my ready to action. Actually, no. I'm gonna use the Awakened Mind to try and ask it, one of the closest one, where it's going.
Okay. They can't respond with Awakened Mind, can they? So you hear a giggle.
Nope.
And maybe a little bit of a whimper on the wind.
I don't really like these things. I guess I'm gonna back up and keep it in action ready.
I'm going to make a perception check on your behalf. Yeah, okay. Didn't roll well, as you can see.
I'll give Arnold a chance to reason with them.
All right. Arnold.
Turning dead.
Well, I don't know. That only lasts a minute. I guess I'm gonna go here. Oh no, I'm gonna go here. And cast Spirit Guardians.
That's your aura, right?
I'm working on it.
Fine. I was just making sure. It's doing a couple things on the far end there anyway. Okay.
It's underneath the ship for
Yeah,
whatever reason.
I'll tell you what. I'm just going to... The ship is fairly immobile at this point. Winsom's done her assessment, and there's a lot of damage, and she's going to get her crew well. Is that it for your turn, Arnold?
I'm gonna tell the crew to stay near to me, so they are protected by my aura.
Okay.
And since I heard Dondarian talk to them, and apparently there was no response, I'm
You
just...
didn't. That was a telepathic message. He didn't actually say anything. That's why there was no response, really.
Well,
Yeah,
did
Awakened Mind is
Havlan,
telepathy.
did Havlan tell us what happened? What they
Yeah.
are? All the
I
things?
told you that they're undead and they're pretty much resistant to everything, and it's bad.
Oh, I'm totally standing on top of you, sorry.
Oh, hello.
I don't like undead things, so if they want to fight, I'm probably gonna punch them.
They like to eat souls, basically.
Yeah, that's not nice.
No.
Whoops. Everybody falls in the drink. Bad news. Oh. Sorry.
Joke's on you. Ship was an illusion.
All right, Arnold, you've got your own spirits that swirl around you, dwarves armed for battle. That's that green sphere.
Oh yeah, stay in the sphere.
Winsome sees those lights. She says, she makes a sound. She doesn't say anything. She says this.
I miss her.
I do. And she jumps into the sphere, but quickly starts barking orders to the rest of the troops, the sailors, to get repairs underway. She does not like being here. She says, we found the source of the problem, but yeah, she wants to go home now. So she stays in the aura there of Arnold with the protecting dwarf spirits and starts barking orders at the men to get repairs underway. So the ship is immobile at this point. That's why I put her on the map layer, and so now we can see auras. That helps. So these guys will, let's see, the rear mast took a nasty hit from a lightning bolt. So that's the main thing. They got to get that repaired. These three guys are going to get to work on that. There's a small hole. This guy's going to go below decks and start patching things. He's taking this guy with him. And Brullo is also staying in the protective aura right here, but he's got his, what did he wield? A great sword or a great axe?
Bandor.
Brullo?
Yeah. Oh, Brullo. Oh, no, he had a scimitar.
Scimitar. Okay, so he's got his scimitar out, and he's kind of on guard for those ghosties, but he's also using it to encourage the sailors to work faster. Okay, let's do this. As the lights slowly waft closer.
He's not a gnome, Arnold. He's a halfling.
Oh, right. I confused him with the boss dude.
And he uses it two-handed because he's tiny.
Yeah, but great swords are usually used both-handed by normal-sized people.
Yeah, it's a scimitar. That's why I was asking. I wasn't sure if he was a, because he was a barbarian halfling.
Barbarian,
right?
Yep.
Pretty aggressive little guy.
Yep.
So yeah, the giggling, twinkling lights are slowly wafting closer to the ship, ominously. Everybody can make a perception check.
The only double-digit roll I did is the second initiative so far.
Yeah, Arnold, you can't hear anything over the sound of the swirling dwarves around you. Tawny, you don't hear anything. Dundarian, you don't hear anything. Havlarn, May. Azoth. Azrael didn't roll well either. Azoth, you definitely hear the sound of, well, here. It's more fun when you say it.
The Kraken.
Okay. Dondarian, you get this from Crow. And Havlarn, you also roll off. There you go. Okay.
Not good. Not good. Not good. Guys, something just jumped in the water over where we saw the lights originally.
And I can actually see a boat.
I can see a boat too.
With 2 or 4 things in it.
Can you?
Tell. That one.
Got some good eyesight.
120 feet. Dark vision.
That is good eyesight.
Not as good as Cork's, but
You should be in the crow's nest.
this would have been a good one for Cork. He could have seen everything.
Yeah.
Well, I let everyone know I just seen two boats splash down to our west.
Sorry, I missed my mute button.
We only heard a little bit of that. Okay.
And if I zoom in far enough, I can even tell what's in the boat.
What would you say is in the boat, Azal, or do you report this finding?
Yeah. It looks like we got skeletons on the way.
Oh shit. Sorry.
So do the sailors know how to work a ballista and catapult? Hey, we got our siege master with us. Good.
All right.
Sorry, I took my headset off because I didn't want to sneeze in your ear because I couldn't find my mute button and dropped it down on the power button on my computer and turned it off.
Wow, your computer boots up fast.
Yeah.
Winsome says that she would like to see the ship repaired sooner rather than later. And if you want to fire the catapult and ballista, you're more than welcome to. Tawny, it's your turn.
I will point the direction of the closest boat for Tawny
Okay.
so she can know it's right over here.
Do I want to go after these things first? Or that? Any ideas, Azoth?
I'm gonna try to burn their boat out from under them. You can take care of the lights, so I don't have to worry about those.
Okay, so I will go after a light. I'm gonna come down. Ugh. Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna enter the light's radius and try to attack the light with hooves and see what happens.
Pretty sure that hits. Let me check. Okay. Diablo's hooves smash into the poor light. You hear the sound of a child screaming in pain.
I'm okay with that. I shall Mordenkrat it. Just die.
Wow.
Yeah.
How did you manage double
I
fumble?
don't know. Just let it go and move on.
It's got to be something bad for a double fumble. You
Well,
grant
it's not a double.
advantage.
Well, you either pick one or the other. It's not like I double fumbled on.
It's true.
The modern
Drop
crowd
your hammer.
sings into the
No,
sea.
no. Shut up, Arnold.
It's kind of what I was thinking. That's 2 1s.
Then I would have Diablo fly and go get it.
That's
Can
fine.
Diablo swim?
Yeah, we proved that when we went to go get. Who was it that went and lived with the lobster lady that we had to dive underwater to go get?
That's
Pavel?
right.
Pavel. That's right. Diablo took me down to go get Pavel.
Yeah, Diablo said nay about that too.
Diablo doesn't like water.
So
but
here's
he'll
what
do it.
happens. Tawny goes out there and Diablo smacks the poor light and a child squeal in pain. Tawny goes to swing her Mordenkrat, forgets she's holding a lantern and drops the lantern, and then goes to lunge and grab the lantern and drops her Mordenkrat and make a dexterity check and see which one you end up grabbing and which one drops.
It's a save, right?
Dexterity save.
+3.
Okay, make another one. So you managed to grab the lantern. Now for the Mordenkrat.
Diablo's gonna fly down and get it.
Okay. The light coruscates with lightning and tries to jolt Diablo as an opportunity attack.
That's fine. I'm
Since
gonna.
Diablo already hit it. And it missed.
Okay, so do I get my Mordenkrad, and how far in the water am I?
It would have dropped to the water, so you were at 0 feet, just like you said.
Okay, so I would like
And,
to use my free action to
grab it.
put the lantern in my bag of holding. So the lantern is somewhere else. I don't know where to put it. Thank you. So then I'm going to go ahead and use my haste. How far would have Diablo's got plenty of movement, so I'll have Diablo fly back up. And then I'm going to use haste and try to hit that thing again.
Okay. Yeah, I did forget to mention that the lights are probably 20 feet up. But
Okay, I'll put that
you
on
had
there.
enough move for everything you said. So you're letting go of Bless and going to cast haste instead?
Oh, that's right. No. No.
Click the wrong spell. You should have, what, 3 first level spells left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's look at that. Nope, I guess I don't have haste. I keep forgetting that I have haste. Well then, nope. That's fine. I'm done.
So you flew back up and took another swing with the
Yep.
Mordenkrad, and with a silent squeal, that light goes out and dies.
And I'm in the dark. Not really. Okay,
Got
I'm done.
Diablo's light.
So I'm 20 feet up?
Yes, should be 20 up. Yeah, Diablo is having trouble keeping his mane and tail lit for that light, but he is maintaining as best he can. Since it went out, ran 2 dips in the water.
Okay, I'm done.
Azoth, what are you doing?
I am gonna have my bow lit.
I just took it away. What was it, 80, 40? 80 feet of bright light?
Dang it.
It's based on
Thought
the
it was-
fire, what was it, flame tongue,
Yeah,
which
I'll
I
look
gave to
it
you
up.
once as Zwerg, and then took away. Flame tongue, 40 feet, dim for another 40, yeah, so it's 80, 40. Quite a lot of light from that old bow.
yeah.
I was going to
Funny
mention
to
to
see.
you, yeah, if you would like, we can discuss it. You can decide. Originally, your RTAS did 1d6, so if you want, we can cut Flame Tongue in half as far as both brightness and damage, if that's your preference.
I'll be pretty much just as visible either way, so
Yeah.
I'm happy with
Keep
the
the
extra
2d6.
damage.
Alright. Sounds good.
And I am going to aim at that boat.
Okay.
I'm trying to sink the boat, not hit the people.
Sure.
If I can click on me instead of that broom.
I can put the broom to the back. There you go.
I'm guessing a boat's not going to have a real high DC for a flaming arrow.
Wouldn't have much of an AC, no.
So I'm going to go this way. Would sneak attack count for a boat? Probably not.
Doubt it. Yeah, you're not hitting a vital organ there.
I'm thinking
Okay.
the boat's probably wet and moldy.
That is true, too. Yeah, and so that's the thing. It's not like a dry, it's been sitting out for a long time. You dealt full damage. So no crit. Okay. So your arrow did puncture the boat. You can see it's taking on water.
Good. That should at least slows them down.
It may, yeah. Okay.
I'll have Azrael fly over by Tawny, keep her company. Ooh, there's more boats to the north, too. And I think that's everything I can do.
Okay. Have learned.
Yeah.
see pings and arrows. More pings. Are you muted?
Because I'm like sneezing and coughing and stuff, and so I didn't
Yeah.
want to do that in your ear.
I
So
understand.
the boat up there. Can I tell which one is rowing, or is it just moving on its own? How's it moving?
You can. You've got basically. I've tried to arrange them where you got 2 on either side, and each one is oaring. And
Okay.
then here, let me just arrange it where it makes sense. There's one in front, one in back, brandishing weapons.
Okay, never mind then. I was gonna say I'd try to take one out that was rowing, but that wouldn't work.
There's one each. Those boats are a bit bigger. They are of capacity of 4, and so you can take out 1 oarsman at a time.
All right, I'll do that. I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to hit the skelly dude on the right with the firebolt.
Attack roll. Good range on that. That hits. Okay. Your firebolt smacks into him. And that's hit. You can see enough from the light there. Go ahead and give you some imagery. Or is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay inside Arnold's aura.
Sure.
Wait, is there? I'm gonna stand on a crate. Get a little more height.
Yeah, a little height advantage. All right, I'm going to do description here. There are 2 varieties of rowboat. You got this one, capacity of 4. 2 oarsmen. 1 could do it, but he wouldn't be nearly as fast. And there is a smaller rowboat that you guys haven't quite seen yet that only has capacity of 2, single oarsman, and they'll have a guy out front. All of the occupants are wielding rusty scimitars and hand axes. Here's one. There are a variety. Here's one.
Huh.
Here's one. Friendly looking guy. Here's one.
Jawbone, Tony.
Here's one. Here's one. He's not holding a gun. Here's one.
It's a hand crossbow.
Indeed. And the last one.
The fact that you found this many, distinct skeletal pirates is pretty awesome.
It took me a while for what it's worth. You would think ghost pirates would be easy to find. That's about all I could find. But I got a good variety out there, so. Also, all of those, you can see, have like a green fog that emits from their body. As they travel through the fog, it turns like a green tint around their body as they move.
Oh,
Okay.
crap.
And I know you got a time limit, have learned, so just let me know.
I got
And
another
Darren,
half
go
hour.
ahead. Yeah.
I'm gonna use my readied action
Go ahead.
to shoot this guy with Eldritch Blast.
The guy out front, okay?
Yep, he's the only one in bright light.
He is, yeah. Well, we found out you don't get disadvantage for shooting things in dim light. I was corrected on that. But you do have a clear view of that guy. You hit him with both. Double smack.
Alright.
He falls back in the rowboat.
Alright, and as my action, I'm gonna fly over towards Tawny and cast protection from good and evil.
On her.
Yes.
Nice. So, Tawny, you can take the chalice as well.
Thank you.
And as a yeah, that's gonna be it.
Okay. Arnold.
What to do? I am going to do some measuring stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
You could move first and then be within that range.
But I can't move that far.
Looks like you were just like 1 foot away from being in that 60-foot range, if that's what you were looking for. I don't know what your plan is.
Oh, I can't only go there. Oh well, I don't really. I can go here, and then I'm gonna cast my spiritual weapon and punch this boat.
Oh, spiritual weapon, I got that. Here. There it is.
Let's see if I roll better this time.
Mhm. That hits. Doesn't take much to hit a boat. And smacked it. You hear a nice thwack on the wooden boat. Force damage.
Okay. And
The
then I
boats
have
do have
like
hit points. I am tracking it.
this much movement left. Yeah, I'm just trying to position myself somehow between most of the lights and the crew.
Yeah. Moradin approves.
He always does, except when I don't hit things.
That's true too. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, I just tell the crew to stay behind me.
Okay.
Let the dwarves do the work, and that's it.
Okay. Don't forget to lose a second level spell there for your weapon.
That's right.
And the ghost lights were first. They did not like Tawny hitting one of their friends, so they very quickly rush you. They were kind of floating along lazily, and then suddenly they arc towards you and try to zap Tawny. Little bolts of electricity coursate over the light. Oh, that's right, they have advantage. No hits. And then all of these lights lazily.
Are they magic?
forward. There's no save, it's just attack rolls.
Huh.
And this one wafts down in front of Havlarn, but doesn't do anything hostile. It's just floating right in front of your face, Havlarn. Coruscating with a little bit of lightning, and you can distinctly hear the sound of a child's laughter now.
Alrighty then.
And here you guys can clearly see and hear the creak of skeletal limbs on board rowboats. You can also see, let me arrange, that one's arranged right. Let me arrange them so you can see who's the oarsman. The two on the sides are oarsmen. You got a guy in back and a guy in front. The guy in the front of each boat actually has a grappling hook that he is slowly winding up for a throw. So you guys can see that. Go. Let me turn them so it looks right. And those two on the north side of the ship, that guy there on the front is close enough. He's going to hook a grappling hook. Make that check. And he missed on that one. the other guy. Let me see if he's in range. Anybody know offhand the range of a grappling hook? It's probably about 30. I think he's just out.
As it's attached to 50-foot rope, then I would guess you can meet 50 feet.
Well, most throwing things are either 20 or 30 feet, or
Yeah, I think since they have a rope
advantage.
attached, they'd probably be, let's say, 25, 50, just like you say, Hablarn. So let's say 25, and then an out to 50 is disadvantage. We'll try that. So the second guy does have disadvantage. He actually made it. So here you go. That didn't work. There. That's what you were supposed to see. There we go. That was a reminder to me. Okay, grappling hook is on the ship. I don't think this guy was quite. Oh, he is. He'll try and throw it. It's attached to a rope. He can reel it back in if he fails. He makes it. And the crew is adequately concerned. Winsome will step into the spirit dwarves and bark orders for them to hurry their shit up. What?
Winsome's more gruff than that.
That's why I cursed. What would you have said? You used to play Winsome.
Well, you gotta sharp when you do it and mean it. You gotta have some gumph with it.
What did she say? You're better at it than me.
I don't know, you lazy slobs, get on there and get your shit done, and then just shit at the same time.
Should be sharding.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping. I agree.
Anything to move away from her, they'll do their job.
She did have a way. And you guys can tell that hostile intent is evident. The ghost lights don't seem too aggressive unless, well, Tawny hit one and she got attacked, but the rest of you haven't been hostilely attacked by them yet. Tawny, it's your turn.
Tanya's gonna go ahead and move away from them. And she's gonna have Diablo come over here first.
They will
And-
take opportunity attacks.
That's fine.
You don't grant advantage anymore.
Okay.
That hits you, Tawny, even with disadvantage from protection from good and evil.
Wait, I have plus,
You don't have haste on.
no, I got my cloak thingy on. Is that accounted for?
Yes.
Okay, and it
Got
hit
plate
me.
armor for 18, +1 for defensive fighting or heavy armor, and then 1 from a cloak is 20. You roll 21, or 20 actually with disadvantage.
Okay, so how much?
5 lightning. The second one grants advantage.
Minus 5. And I gotta roll my bless.
That's correct. Concentration save, which is a Constitution save. You pass. Okay.
Diablo's gonna use his turn to hoof the rope to set it on fire, or to cut it with his sharp hooves, whatever.
So is there sharp? I don't know.
Did it cut the rope?
It would hit the rope, and you did set the rope on fire. Yeah, that probably cut the rope.
Then she would come down here and have him